Hello, sir. Good
Hi,
evening.
sir.
Hello, sir.
Good morning na lang.
Bago na naman yung filter natin.
So,
Yeah.
sir, we're going to Triad sharing the digital self.
Okay.
Ellie, go.
Let's go, Ellie.
So, yung first question, I'll read it muna. How do you see your digital self? How strongly do you connect to people and to yourself using the internet? Kasi personally sa akin, I try as much na maging like same yung personality ko as yung the digital self and yung true self or physical self ko. Pero we know naman na like there will always be discrepancies. Like kunwari, hindi ako sobrang talkative in person pero in like the digital realm as we say, like sobrang daldal ko. And to be honest kasi, di ba tayo, we're born in a digital age na nga, di ba? So I guess we're accustomed to connect with each other, with other people using the internet and other means na rin. Kasi nga, nakasanayan na natin, not like siguro yung mga older generation na prefer pa rin yung face-to-face or physical interaction. Kayo, what do you think?
Ako siguro during these unprecedented times, online muna. No choice eh.
Yeah, like right now we have no choice naman talaga until we have no choice but to be our digital self, like kind of constantly because that's your only form of communication right now. So pero it's different na nga. Like no matter how like I feel like for me at least I feel like no matter how like even though you try to be like the same as like digital self from your like real self, it's pretty hard because it depends on the way you're interpreted as well. Like in mga chat, ganun, there's no emotions and all that. So it's pretty hard also. Hala, frozen si Trevor. Okay.
Trev, okay ka ba?
Okay lang.
Naglag ka.
Medyo lang, sorry.
Next na ba, Trev? Or you have something to say pa?
Well, same lang with Adi. Kasi, di ba, sometimes, like, I'm not gonna mention, pero some people, they live a double life. So, kumbaga, sa internet, they show off na, oh, I'm rich and all. Pero in reality, hindi pala, ay, wait, dito lang pala yung bahay ko, ganun. Tapos, show off ulit
All
ako
to
sa
show.
my this, my...
Mm.
Sabagay.
Next na tayo. Number 2.
G.
Sige, how does the digital self and the issues that revolve around it impact your life? How much dependence do you have on the internet? Can you imagine living without the internet for a day? How about a week? So I think kasi yung sa digital self, the objectification, pagkakaroon ng maging racist, all that jazz. Like it's a reflection ng with the actual world. So for me, dahil sa digital self, it gives more information to us and parang nakakabago din siya ng mga perspectives, nakakabago siya ng mga input natin sa mga iba-ibang issues. And dependence, I'm not that dependent on internet kasi like siguro give me something to do. Like pwede ako magkalkal ng whatever, siguro ng makina ng electric fan for a day. Pero siguro a week, it's hard. Lalo na COVID tayo na walang physical interaction. So, yun. How about you guys?
Same rin sa'yo kasi, it's almost been a year, almost like, more than a year yung COVID. So, we have to cope up with things since lalo na bahay lang tayo. So, online lahat, gaming and all, nasa laptop, phone, everything, TV. Pero, I guess, living a week without a phone, I can live kasi share ko lang. I got grounded kasi for doing it. So, I got my phone for 2 months. So, wala akong phone for 2 months. Alam ni Adi yan kung bakit. So, yun, wala akong phone for 2 months. So far, okay naman. Kaya ko naman. Hindi naman ako na namatay or what. Pero it actually depends on the person kasi kung paano siya lumaki with the technology, kung paano siya marunong mag-handle, yun lang. Yun para sa akin. Ikaw, Adi.
Parang, ayun nga, same thoughts mo as you guys. It's like, we can live without it. Like, we were born in like in like a very online, right, age. But like, then again, you think about it, our like our generation at least is like sakto, like at the brick of like digital and like not. Because like when we were kids, we didn't really grow up with that much like mga phones and all that. Pero unlike kids now nga, like my brother, he's like what 11, tas may mga phone na ganun. But so it depends on the person talaga if we can live without it. But like parang COVID has made us realize how everything is possible talaga through the internet. Like school lang nga tayo, 'di ba? You didn't think school was possible like through online, like solely online until like COVID nga. And it's harder, but it makes sense. But the internet is very important because like thinking about it, like I don't know how like the previous generations got through school and all that without the internet. Like we were like they go to the library and all that. It's really impressive how like far we've come. So it's pretty hard. Pero kaya ko naman na walang phone for like, ay walang anything for like a week. I just need something to keep me occupied lang. Ganun. It's become like a hobby for us.
Okay, okay. Last question. How do you balance living in a digital and non-digital space? How do you see the future given our current status of technology? Ako kasi, like, may personal rule ako na like, kunwari, for every 1 hour of screen time, I give myself 30 minutes of like away from any digital gadget like that. Kunwari, ngayon nga, di ba, online class, usually 2 hours tayo nagka-class, di ba? So, like, a 1 hour break, ganon. Siguro like, pag gabi, hindi na ako nag-gadget masyado. Unless, of course, for requirements. So, it's pretty hard to balance that out. Tapos yung second question, I think mas magiging dependent na yung tayo, mga tao, sa technology dahil nga, di ba, every year, like, there's a new thing, may bagong discovery. And syempre, inaano natin yun sa lives natin to make it easier. I mean, yun nga yung main premise ng technology. So, yeah, I think we'll be a lot more dependent on technology.
I agree. Like like now like even mo, like remember like when we were kid, that's when like the whole touchscreen idea became popularized. And isipin mo now, like until now, like research does not stop at like now. It's gonna keep like continuing until until any time really. Like I agree that it's gonna become more dependent on it. It's gonna become like more accessible also. Like with saying Wi-Fi is not available in all places. Eventually, I feel like it's gonna become everywhere, like legit everywhere. So yun, it makes sense that parang na we're gonna get so dependent on it. And yung sa living balancing the both balancing both spaces. Ayun nga, parang it makes sense that parang you should always like at least try to like get a few minutes away from the screen. And like how when we were kids, our parents would tell us na don't look at the phone for too long, you'll get glasses. And ayun, I got glasses. So lesson learned. So now I actually have to like
Kasi
separate those two.
late night talks pa. Yay.
Kung tayo late night talk right now.
Kayong dalawa medyo, ay sorry. Ako lang pala
Ay,
single.
sir!
Ako lang pala single. May jowa yung
Si Zoe.
ay wala si Joey.
Oh, to your context, Zoe is his dog. Yung babae. Ako mamaya.
Nakaba, mag-share mo ba ako? Okay na.
Oh.
Okay, how do you see the future? So, each year, technology evolves into parang mas better, better, better. So, feel ko like in the next 10 years, siguro lahat nasa air na yung technology. Ganun na kasi nakakaganda yung technology eh, no? So, ito mas magde-depend tayo doon. lalo na so work natin as engineers. So that's gonna be a lot of help sa atin. So, yun nga. Tapos, how do you balance living a digital and non-digital? So, ako, after classes, kasi I sleep or probably do homeworks yung sa notebook or aral lang yun. Or minsan natutulog lang. Pero since malapit na yung Hell Week ng Lasal, so more on
Got it.
kapag yung mata ko sa screen natin. So, yun nga. No choice pero kailangan natin mag hard work. Yun lang.
Yay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Thank you for watching.